because we're currently outside. And I just want to make sure that you can hear me clearly because I'm using my Sony headset. Today it's very important because it's the start of the month. Yes, we are late for a day, and that's okay. That's my fault. I got lazy doing the vlog last week, so I'm doing it now. Today's topic is very interesting because I think it is something that you should know, especially working here in South Korea. So I've been working in my company for almost 1 year and 11 months now. I'll be 2 years by January 2026. And I'll be fully transparent with you with my salary, probably how much my earnings would be. And it's a way for you to gauge if Korea is for you. So in my salary, my recorded income tallies around 2.8 million Korean won, and that's inclusive of everything already. My basic salary, my taxable income, and then my non-taxable benefits, the food allowance and such. And then alongside with the salary, I got deductions at least 300,000 Korean won. So my take home is around 2.5 million Korean won every month. To be honest, that is fairly high comparing to the salary I got in the Philippines. But again, that's not okay or like high when it comes to the Korean standard, especially if you're living here in Seoul. Because again, if you want to live here in South Korea, Seoul specifically, you'll be spending around 500,000-600,000 for the apartment, one room. And then all expenses add up. Probably you'll be spending around 1.5 Korean won, 1.5 million Korean won for just the expenses. So basing on my average monthly salary of 2.5, I'm left with 1 million Korean won. That's basically what's left. But sometimes I find ways to make my life more comfortable and spend more. Like for example, this phone that I'm using for this vlog, and for example, the clothes I'm wearing, this headset I bought, everything, it's cost, so it adds up. You know, the only thing I liked in a lot of Korean companies, especially for example my company, we have free lunch, so you don't really have to spend money for lunch. That's a good thing, because imagine every day my breakfast is covered with the coffee and snacks from the office, and then my lunch is covered by my company. And then my dinner sometimes is covered by my company, especially because we have a concessionaire partnership with a concessionaire. So you can just get sandwiches, salad, ramyeon. I mean, my day is covered. So technically the only time I pay for my food is on the weekends, or especially if I'll be traveling or going out. That's the only way I'm able to save. Because thinking about it, 2.5 take home. What can you do with 2.5? Nothing, to be honest. I mean, survive, yeah, but enjoy travel, not much. And with the prices going up exponentially, it's really hard to keep up. The good thing in South Korea, they annually increase the salary, so I'm hoping for a substantial salary increase, and I'm also hoping for a promotion. I'm not expecting it, I'm just hoping, but that's one thing. And if you're planning to work here in South Korea, these are the things that you have to consider or to take note of. In South Korea, workers have a very strong power because the workers' laws here are very strong, very strict. A lot of companies fear hiring employees full-time because if you're a full-time employee, to be honest, you cannot be fired. The companies cannot fire you. Even if there are incidents of like failure to perform projects, activities, the company has to prove that they have exhausted everything. They put you in PIP, performance improvement plans. They have provided coaching, mentoring. They provided counseling, but the result's still failure. That's the only time they can remove you and fire you. But like if you fail to handle a project just because it was difficult, they cannot really fire you. That's why for my case and a lot of foreigners in South Korea, we're not actually hired as full-time employees. We are full-time per se, but we're contract-based. We're full-time contract-based employees. Sounds confusing, but that's how it works. I'll share more about Korean working life in my future videos, but for now, that's about it. Bye-bye.